Estimating is a skill that scientists use regularly, and it's kind of surprising how useful rough numbers can be when you're doing research. In grad school, I did research that required me to make thin metal films in order to see what the theory was telling me I should be able to see. It turns out I could make continuous films that were 30 nanometers thick, but an estimate told me I needed them to be 3 nanometers instead. That wasn't possible. And so even though I wrote kind of a cool paper, it's not as cool as I was hoping it would be. So that's the point of Fermi estimates. You don't have to be exact. Knowing an answer to within a power of 10 in either direction is usually enough to make decisions about your work. But it's also a skill that you have to practice. And there are tricks that you need to learn in order to make it easier. And that is the point of Fermi Estimate Friday.
Fermi Estimate Friday.
I wasn't going to play that song, but I heard how much you all love to sing along. So the trick I want to show today is using scientific notation. Converting all your numbers into that form makes the math a lot easier. In an estimate, you only keep the largest digit and then multiply that number by 10 to whatever power. You basically just add up how many zeros there are and then write that as the power of 10. The key, though, is that multiplication is greatly simplified when you do this. All of the powers of 10 just add together, and all the other numbers can be multiplied because they're small-ish numbers. For example, let's calculate the capacitance between these two parallel plates. Here's an equation, but let's focus on the math rather than how I got the numbers. Rewriting it in scientific notation gives me 9 times a bunch of powers of 10. And adding all those powers of 10 gives me a negative 12. So I should expect an answer near 9 times 10 to the minus 12. And the answer is close. It's actually 11.3 times 10 minus 12. But what I really needed to know was whether I even had the equipment that could measure something at 10 minus 12 farads, which I do. And so I was able to do the experiment. Thanks for watching.